So today is the culminating day of an 8-day intensive professional development series for the iSEE program.
iSEE stands for Integrating Science and Engineering Education, and it's a program for middle and high school teachers.
So the program is based on the Next Generation Science Standards, which are a comprehensive set of standards that include more than just science content. So while our teachers are experiencing science activities in earth sciences, life sciences, physics, and chemistry, they're also being introduced to pedagogy strategies and the links of the science education to Common Core state standards.
Ready to do an engineering activity? Sound good? Good. So what we're going to be doing today is some geotechnical engineering.
I think the key instructional switch is going from sort of more of a lecture and traditional based model. So we're looking at getting kids more involved in making sense of the science for themselves and helping them to come up with the ideas and to get their hands dirty right away.
So our job is to help move the teachers from telling kids about science to helping the kids experience science and be able to figure things out for themselves.
Like maybe we want to test it first with just a straight chain to give us like a baseline.
Oh,
and then we
okay.
can decide if we want to add branches and where we want to put them.
This is the first time we've taken a deep dive into integrating the science and the engineering, and that has been amazing.
Before, engineering was almost a separate thing. We didn't touch on that in the science classrooms. It was either an elective or it was if you were teaching STEM. And now we're being asked as science educators to integrate the engineering into the science.
And what we want to make sure happens in the engineering is that it relies upon the science ideas, that you need to understand some models in science to be able to do the engineering effectively.
I really want this.
All of us are learning from our engineers, and some of the things we're learning is that engineering is not necessarily kids building stuff in the classroom. It's about designing solutions, evaluating solutions, but that it all has to grow out of their fundamental understanding of the science.
And so part of this program is really to help our teachers make the transition to this new way of teaching throughout the school year. So we do that through lesson study, in which our teachers are teamed up with other teachers that teach the same content and same grade level, and they work with the facilitator to create lessons that are NGSS aligned, and they have the opportunity to try them out in their classrooms and observe each other teach them.
This is a unique institute. Like I haven't been teaching science forever, but I've been teaching for a long time, and we've never really had substantive conversations about integrating engineering into the things we do in the classroom. People will talk about it, and then it gets pushed aside and we never end up revisiting it. In this institute, it's part of what we do.
So we are doing an engineering activity to try to help these teachers incorporate the NGSS standards in their science classrooms. So we're dealing with magnets today, talking about fields.
We need to create a magnetic field for the track and an opposing magnetic field on our car so that when the field of the car interacts with the field of train, they're repelling each other and it's levitating.
Engineering is all around us. Everything that we do on a daily basis, we touch so many different parts of engineering. And I think it's important, even if our students don't become engineers, for them to realize the role that it plays in society.
So there were fields going on, some beaches, some plateaus.
I really like working with the teachers and how energetic they are to learn about these new things is quite exciting to see because you see a lot of light bulbs light up.
And being provided with this opportunity has been fantastic. I get to work with other physics teachers. I get to be taught like a student, which is great. So I get to experience firsthand what students would feel like learning using sort of a new methodology.
And in this room, we had 6th grade teachers who are understanding now how their science standards and their math standards are all asking them to do similar things, which is to have kids make sense of the world.
Our job is to set up really great experiences and ask important questions that guide the students through an understanding of big science ideas. I think if we do that well, and I'm not there yet, I've got a long way to go, but if I can learn to do that well, I think I'll be a lot better teacher.